Two area municipalities reject plans to cooperate with ICE. Today is Tuesday, July 7th, and this is 570 News on the Go, brought to you in part by NorthCentralPA.com. Showers and thunderstorms possible, a high in the mid-70s. A former Bucknell University strength and conditioning coach has been arrested on involuntary manslaughter charges following the 2024 hazing death of a freshman football player. Mark Kolbus is accused of subjecting Calvin Dickey to extreme training. Dickey, who had sickle cell trait, was visibly struggling during the workout, but Kolbus reportedly did not get help until Dickey passed out. The young man was taken to the hospital and died 2 days later. In addition to involuntary manslaughter, Kolbus has been charged with felony aggravated hazing, which was made law in response to the hazing death of Penn State student Timothy Piazza in 2017. Authorities released the name of the teenager killed in a motorcycle accident Saturday in Lycoming County's Pine Township. 17-year-old Maxton Lazzaroni of Lebanon County lost control of the bike while traveling Route 287. The bike left the roadway and Lazzaroni was ejected. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Prosecutors plan to seek the death penalty in a Lycoming County homicide. It's alleged 43-year-old Johnny Drummond fatally shot Jeanette Crosley during an hours-long standoff at an apartment on Jordan Avenue in Montoursville in February. North Central PA reports Assistant District Attorney Martin Wade outlined 5 aggravating factors that will allow him to seek the death penalty. Although capital punishment is a legal sentence in the Commonwealth, there is currently a formal moratorium on executions in the state. The borough of Selinsgrove has rejected a proposal to partner with ICE. The partnership offered incentives such as up to $100,000 in new vehicles. The Daily Item reports that last week 150 people showed up at a public meeting where a majority were opposed to it, and last night council was presented with a petition signed by 412 residents against the plan. Council voted 5-2 to reject the controversial proposal. Meanwhile, in State College, their council has passed an ordinance that will restrict the borough cooperating with immigration officials. The edict formally prohibits municipal employees from participating in or providing borough resources for civil immigration enforcement without a judicial warrant. 9 service medals were recently presented to a Jersey Shore family in honor of their father. During World War II, Milford Browning was part of General George Patton's Third Army and supported the front line as the 94th Infantry forced their way into Germany and engaged in hand-to-hand combat. His division also took part in the liberation of 2 concentration camps. After Browning passed away in 1991, his daughter, Susan Browning, discovered his discharge papers that had listed all the medals, but they didn't have physical copies of them. She reached out to U.S. Representative Glenn G.T. Thompson, and his office was able to secure the medals. During a special ceremony, Representative Thompson presented the medals to Browning, who accepted them on behalf of her late father. Among the medals awarded were the Bronze Star, the American Campaign Medal, and the World War II Victory Medal. And a settlement has been reached in the ongoing mystery over Civil War-era gold. Dennis Parada and his son Ken of Clearfield believe they located several tons of gold near Dents Run in Elk County, but claim the FBI removed it in 2018. Parada's group, Finders Keepers, filed a Freedom of Information lawsuit, and the FBI records were released. According to WJAC, just this week, Finders Keepers reached a settlement that requires the government to pay Finders Keepers $26,000 to cover litigation costs. However, nothing has been said about the missing $1 billion in gold. Parada claims the documents released by the FBI point to a massive cover-up, but the FBI disputes those claims. For the latest in news and events, head on over to NorthCentralPA.com. I'm Liz Brady, and you're up to date with 570 News on the Go.